Now, one thing he said that I have a little bit of a beef with, he is trying to treat these laws as black and white, and then trying to toss a little bit of gray in there as well. And you can't do that. You really can't, because all laws are some sort of gray, some shade of in-between. You can't just say everything is yes or everything is no, because eventually you'll come up to a question like what we've had. What do you do when someone is trying to destroy people's lives and their livelihoods, and yet the laws say that you can't touch them, you can't do anything to them? And there's a point where gray becomes pretty much everything involved. And a lot of these moral questions that we're dealing with, that Carol's dealing with, they're very tough questions. Like, is what Yuri doing, going around and killing Rigaud and Cumore, is that correct? Is it right? It's wrong to kill, but what Rigaud and Cumore were doing was 1,000 times worse. So is Yuri in the right, or is he in the wrong? Have you gone there, to the south side slope on the hill in front of this town? It was blocked by a boulder and we moved it. How many years has it been since Regay assumed leadership of Ruinsgate? He may not look it, but he's very shrewd. He's so good at fighting Blastia. They used to say he worked with the hands of a god. Many thanks, Fortune's Market. So we can buy stuff, meh. I'm on research duty, so I'm trying to find things that I need to research. I'm pretty sure I'm in the wrong spot. So let's head on out. I believe there's something in that area that I can do, but I believe I need everybody with me. I wonder if I kind of... we probably have to go to Rita's place. So let's head on over there. I remember the days when we were just dealing with trying to find this Mordio character. Hello, Estelle. I hear Cretians are serious people. Do you think they'll tell us? Take your time so I can get some rest. So what we need to do is find information about Yorzo, the city of the Cretians. And, let's see what Rita has to say. Did you find it? Not yet? What are you waiting for? Okay, well, obviously I gotta go take a look around. I'm gonna figure out what I need to do. What we need to do is change into Judith and go seduce a fellow Cretian. Not quite, but sort of. Alright, where is he? That looks like a Cretian. Hello. Good day. Good day, my sister. Judith. I'm Tort. You wouldn't have to know anything about Miorzo, would you? I'd like to go there. I need to know where Miorzo is located and how I can get there. Even if you reach the city, there won't be anything for you to see there. What do you plan on doing there anyway? Is not a Cretian's interest in her own ancestral city reason enough to go? That is an acceptable reason, but I'm afraid I don't know anything about where it could be. I've heard your name before, Torrie. You helped guide those Cretians remaining on Earth up to the heavens. Will you not tell me because these humans are with me? Our ancient law states that we cannot show anyone but our brothers and sisters the way to Miorzo. Shouldn't it be a matter of whether they can be trusted, rather than whether they're Cretian or not? At the very least, these humans can be trusted. I shall ask once more. Why do you seek Miorzo? The world is headed towards some bad things, all thanks to Blastia. We want to go to know what happened in the past, and how we can stop it. We want to help everyone, not just the Cretians. How's that? Very well. I do not know if you'll find the answers to your questions, but I will show you the way. But there is one condition. What's the condition? To get to Myorzo, you must travel to Yegathor Forest. The Yegathor Forest? On the continent of Hyponia, isn't it? I've heard of it before. Yes, the sacred land of the Cridians is located there. So that's where the door to Myorzo is. Yes, but those lands are currently being trampled under the feet of an unknown group of people. They have not only invaded our sacred land, but they have also brought strange Blastia with them. I don't know what they're up to, but it can't be good. So if we go to Myorzo, we have to do something about them? Exactly. We need you to restore peace to our sacred land. What's happening? Once you have driven out the interlopers, ring this bell. The door to Myorzo will open for you. Thank you. May the road rise up to meet you, sister. And you as well. Let's go back to where everyone's waiting. Yeah. May the road rise up to meet you. That is part of an Irish blessing, actually. They've turned it into a very nice song. Did you find out anything? We've got a lead in a place called Yegathor Forest. I'm pretty sure it's on the west side of Hyponia, to the south of here. So, Myorzo's in that forest? No, but a door is. Huh? A door? What do you mean? There's a door that leads to Myorzo. It'd be fastest to just go and check it out. First, let me rest. Perhaps we should get some rest before leaving? But we don't really have a choice. Alright, so now everyone's rested. I'm gonna head on back out to the library, where I just was earlier, because there's still a thing that I need to do. And it was kind of annoying that they split up the party because I had it all planned out and it was perfect. Everything was wonderful. I need to figure out who to talk to. And maybe I should switch to Rita for the fun of it. Alright guys, where am I going? Blah blah blah. I gotta check a shelf here. Here we are. You think we might be able to look for a certain book? I want to find out some more about Hermes Blastia. So, we should just look for the right bookshelf? Yes, please. Found it! Hey, it's... If Discourses on Air. What? You've heard of this book before? And you know how to pronounce its name? This book used to be in my house. I think it may belong to the person who lived there before me. I see. Yes, I see. It was all full of codes that I couldn't understand, so I didn't find it all that interesting. I ended up giving it to the first person who showed any interest in it. That's Hermes. It was his pen name. What? Really? So that means Hermes used to live in Aspio. That's what it would mean, yes. Keeping something important like that from us yet again. I'm sorry, I wasn't entirely sure of it until now. Sigh. Well, whatever. What is all of this? I can't understand any of it at all. Looks like you just wrote letters at random. It's all in code. I thought about trying to figure it out a few times, but this annoying type of writing is often used for taking down personal memos and the like, but not for research papers. Well, look at the front of the book. It says, I dedicate this to my daughter. And then it says, try and read it. Pretty ambiguous, don't you think? I never felt up to trying to read it. Do you think this could have been a way of giving a challenge to his daughter? Yes, I think it was. I see. What a ridiculous, foolish researcher. He didn't even know what the Blastia he'd created were capable of. Yeah. That's it. I'm going to take this book and decode it. Wait, can you really do that? No, I think that's best. We went to all the trouble of finding it after all. I guess so. Right, I'll show that blast your researching bozo. So now we got Hermes' notes, or Hermes' memo, whichever you prefer. And we've gotta go figure out what's written inside of it. So first off, we have to leave Aspio and find out wherever this Yegathor forest is. But before we do that, we're stopping in at Capitorum. And we're gonna go sleep at the inn. 300 gold, sure. How's it going? Any progress? Each page is a little different, but it looks like he's just using a cipher to shift all the characters in the text. It just takes time to figure out the cipher. What sort of things is the book about? At first, I thought that Hermes was an average mage who was using his knowledge for evil. But he wasn't. He was an upright mage who had dreams about the potential of Blastia and air, and he was just innocently going wherever his curiosity led him. So, what is it that's troubling you? There are so many interesting things written in Hermes' notes. There are plenty of formulas for magic I've never heard of, for example. So Hermes was a genius even compared to you? It hurts a little to admit it, but yes. I was shocked to see that he wrote down so many ideas and observations I've never had. And it seems he wrote down a formula in this book to destroy Blastia that had gone out of control. Huh. Hermes fully understood the possibility of the amount of air on the planet increasing. He understood that the dangers of the Blastia he had created. Yes, I see. Yes, that's why he was studying magic to destroy the Blastia in case that happened. If a type of magic like that exists, I think that you should use it. No matter who or how, Hermes was looking for someone who could use that magic for good. He was looking for someone to take over his work for him. That's why he left behind these notes. Wouldn't the best person to continue Hermes' work be his own daughter? Oh, but what if that daughter doesn't know how to use magic? Or maybe... We'll never get anywhere if we keep talking in hypotheticals. Well, yes. Even if it's something that was thought up to destroy Blastia, you could put it to some other use, don't you think so? Well, that's true, but... You're right. I don't think that any other mage besides me could ever use this formula properly. Perhaps I'll take it after all. I'm sure Hermes would be very happy, too. You're just saying that. No, I'm saying it because I think it's really true. Read to learn Negative Gate. Now, Negative Gate is an interesting art, but the problem is... Where is it? Negative Gate. The problem is that it's not as useful as this advanced spell, Violent Pain. It's okay, though. Maybe we'll use it every so often. Anyways, on to find Yegathor Forest. Okay, so we need to find Yegathor Forest. If we take a look at our map, we can search fields here. We can figure out exactly which one of these continents is whatever the frig it was called. And it's actually near the bottom here. Someplace, 4 Isles, Sanzakugor, Hypionia. There we go. So we need to go to Western Hypionia, which you can see on the map is highlighted in green here. I'm not sure how well it shows up. Anyways, right in front of us here is Nordopolica. So you come down Nordopolica, and then you head south a little bit, and you get to this continent right here, which just so happens to be the one we're supposed to go to. And these guys are fun fights, but we'll find probably plenty of them and where we're supposed to go. And here we are, the Yegathor Forest.
This is Yegathor Forest, a holy place for the Christian people.
Yegathor Forest.
Huh. It's nicer here than I imagined. Not a bad spot at all.
Whoa, really? I thought you liked being cooped up in cold, dark labs and stuff.
I wish I could have seen it in its original state.
That must be the Blastia the mystery group brought with them.
But that's a Hope Loan Blastia.
What do you mean by mystery group?
We weren't able to get any details, but Tort said he'd tell us how to get to Myorzo if we did something about them.
Would doing something include smashing that thing?
I wonder. I suppose we could if there are no complaints.
I'll fix it so there's no need for you to break it.
Oh? I'll leave it to you then.
Welcome to the Yegathor Forest.
So, is Myorzo here?
I wonder.
I get the feeling it won't be easy to find.
Nobody we talked to had even heard of a town called Myorzo.
You'd expect to see more activity in this place if anybody knew there was a town here.
The difficulty of the road might be responsible for that, though.
Man, why'd the Critians have to go and build a town in a place like this anyway?
Probably to avoid a lot of prying eyes.
We're just gonna have to check it out for ourselves to make sure then.